US taxpayers pay over $1 trillion in state income taxes every single year. But what if you could pay $0 in state taxes? Well, it turns out that you can. You can pay absolutely nothing in state taxes just by packing up your bags and moving to a tax-free state. And according to UHaul statistics, a lot of people are. If you stay until the end of this episode, you'll find out the top states with no income taxes and the lowest overall tax rates in the country. Welcome back to Life Accounting, everyone, where we help you save on taxes and boost profits. My name is Sherman, a CPA here, and today we're going to help you find out which states you can live in tax-free. As we go through this, comment below and let me know what state you're living in right now and if you would consider moving to save on taxes. And if you enjoyed this video, let me know by clicking that thumbs up button below. All right, first comes first, what are state taxes? State income taxes is simply money you pay to your state based on the income that you make. Now, this money is used to fund things like public education, healthcare, state parks, economic development, state police, and so much more. Like the old saying goes, there is no such thing as a free lunch. And unless you're Jeff Bezos, you're probably paying some form of state taxes when you get paid or at tax time if you're an entrepreneur. Now, the interesting thing here is that the percentage of money that you pay into state income taxes varies based on the state that you live in. Some states have higher taxes than other states, and other states have no state income taxes at all. But wait a minute, you're probably wondering, how are states funding things without state taxes? Well, they are in a number of different ways. States can increase their revenue through sales taxes, property taxes, and other forms of taxes that we're going to talk about in this episode. So if you're considering moving to a tax-free state, you should be aware of other taxes that might apply to you in that state. If that's you, don't worry, I'll be giving you some general info on other taxes in these states for you to keep in mind. However, still, in general, people who do not pay any state income taxes typically end up paying much less overall in taxes compared to other states that do have them. So let's go ahead and put the magnifying glass on this thing and take a look at the full picture in each of these tax-free states. But for some fun perspective, let's take a look at the states with the most expensive state income taxes first. So here we are. Here are the top 10 states with the highest income taxes. California, 13.3%. Maybe that's why so many people are leaving. Hawaii, 11%. While I love to go there, I probably won't be retiring there. New Jersey at number 3, 10.75%. Hope is worth it. And we have Oregon at 9.9%, Minnesota at 9.85%, DC, New York, Vermont, and Iowa basically touching 9%, somewhere in that 8.5 to 9% range. And then lastly, we have Wisconsin at 7.65% in state income taxes. Now, these are some very expensive taxes, especially when you consider the fact that these are taxes that people are paying on their income in addition to their federal tax rates. So depending on your income, you could pay up to 37% more in federal income taxes alone. So these state taxes definitely chip away at the money you are earning. Not to mention all of the other taxes you pay, like sales tax, local taxes, property taxes, Medicare taxes, Social Security taxes, and so on. So basically, if you live in California, half of your income might go to taxes alone. And according to UHaul statistics, people are leaving states like New York and California at extremely high rates. Now, to be fair, this might be for a number of reasons, but I'm sure taxes is a major consideration here. So let's look at the top tax-free states and see if we can draw any correlations here. Number 1 on our list of tax-free states here is Tennessee. Fun fact, Tennessee is an Indian word for the meeting place. And that's exactly what's going on here at this time. According to UHaul, the state of Tennessee had the highest migration growth in the country in the year 2020. And take a look at this. Tennessee has no income tax on salaries and wages. Now, on the other hand, Tennessee does have the highest overall sales tax in the country, with sales taxes ranging from 7 to 10%. However, this is balanced out by its very low property tax rate in the state of Tennessee. Ultimately, according to Wallet Hub, Tennessee has the second lowest overall tax burden out of every state in the US other than Alaska. And who wants to live in Alaska? There are 7 million people who live in the state of Tennessee, while less than 1 million people live in Alaska. Moving on, coming in at number 2, we have the Lone Star State, Texas. Now, Texas is second on UHaul's list for migration growth. And to no surprise, Texas, like Tennessee, does not collect any state taxes whatsoever. Now, where Texas is different from Tennessee is that it has a significantly higher property tax rate. It's about 3 times the amount of the property tax in Tennessee. However, on the flip side, Texas has a very low sales tax rate, so maybe this balances itself out a little bit. But with all things considered, Texas's total tax burden is still in the bottom half of all states in the United States. As one of the largest states in the country, with a whole lot to offer, Texas is a very attractive state to live. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Coming in at number 3, we have the Sunshine State in the South, none other than the great state of Florida. So far, UHaul's migration trends have been consistent with tax-free states, and it is not stopping with the state of Florida. The state of Florida is ranked number 3 in migration growth and also has one of the lowest tax burdens in the nation. At this point, I think it's safe to say that state income taxes are a major factor in determining where someone chooses to live. Florida has no income tax whatsoever, with very reasonable property taxes and sales taxes. Its overall tax burden would fall somewhere around the lowest 10% in the country. However, there are some other taxes that Florida citizens pay. For example, if you've ever driven in the state of Florida, then you've probably driven into a toll tax. Florida charges a toll tax to drive on certain highways and roads in the state of Florida, which may add up over the years into some significant expenses for some people. The state itself collects over $1 billion per year in toll taxes, which is then used to reinvest into their roads and overall infrastructure. But ultimately, in my opinion, these type of taxes are negligible when you consider the fact that Florida residents pay no income taxes, while people in states like California are paying an extra 13% for their state income taxes. Moving on to number 4 on the list is the home to the Sin City, the great state of Nevada. Nevada ranked 8th on UHaul's list of top migration states. It's an easy move for people in California who do not want to pay any state income taxes. Nevada citizens pay 0% state income taxes, a decent share of sales taxes, and very low property taxes. People are literally pouring out of the Bay Area into states like Nevada to save on state income taxes, which is probably at the top of their list of reasons why they're moving. Number 5 on our list of tax-free states is New Hampshire, also known as the Granite State. New Hampshire is on the northeast coast of the US, so if you are in a high tax state like Vermont, New York, or New Jersey, it might be worth considering. Not only does New Hampshire have 0 income taxes, but for the first time, they also have 0 sales taxes. It is one of only 5 states in the whole country that have absolutely no sales tax. Other states include states like Alaska, Delaware, Montana, and Oregon. Now, they do have slightly higher property tax rates to make up for this gap of revenue, but this still makes New Hampshire much more attractive than many other states from a pure tax perspective. All right, let's jump into the other side of the country and take a look at number 6 on our list, Washington, the evergreen state. Washington is another popular choice for many people leaving the Bay Area and other high tax states on the West Coast like Oregon. Now, this is a very interesting one because citizens in Washington pay no income taxes to the state, but pay some of the highest sales taxes in the country. And the property taxes are not necessarily the lowest either, making Washington a tax-neutral state in my opinion. Washington has the 24th highest tax burden in the country, putting it right in the middle of the spectrum for tax friendliness. All right, moving to the Midwest, we have South Dakota coming in at number 7, also known as the Mount Rushmore state. If you're living in high tax states like Minnesota or Iowa, then it might be worth checking out South Dakota. South Dakota has no state income taxes and its sales taxes are in the bottom third of the country, which is very good. Its property tax is a little higher than the national average though, of 1.07%, but nonetheless, this is a tax-friendly state. And 8th on our list here is the equality state, Wyoming. Wyoming is another tax-friendly state in the Midwest, right by South Dakota. So if you're in states like Montana, Idaho, or Utah, and you want to save $1 or $2 in taxes, then definitely check out Wyoming. Wyoming is awesome. It has 0 income taxes, the 10th lowest property tax in the nation, and the 7th lowest sales tax in the whole country. And last but not least on our list here, the last frontier, Alaska. Now, Alaska is technically the largest state in the United States, but while this is the case, less than 1 million people live there. But clearly they know this because it has the lowest tax burden in the nation. Alaska has 0 income taxes, 0 sales taxes for the most part, and a fair property tax rate. So while Alaska may not be the most attractive state to live in, it certainly has the most attractive tax rates in the nation. But what do you think about this? Comment below and let me know where you live today and your experience with state taxes, and more importantly, if you would consider moving to any of these tax-free states. And if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss another opportunity to save on taxes and boost profits. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.